is that shit? I don't know that clouds should act that way. That looks weird. We got all this stuff just moving over hella fast. This shit's fucking weird looking right here. It's that wispy shit, you know? Geoengineering crap. Always present. Fucking annoying. At least there's a decent wind. Keep that shit down. Like that's what really gets me is like it's just inevitable that all that shit they spray falls down and it just ultimately ends up in the water. And that's the kind of pollution you can't fix it by boiling it. I mean, you boil your water, you're just concentrating all the metals that are in there. You're making it worse. You have to do some kind of what do they call it? Electrolyzing or there's some electrolyzer for water. It pulls the metals out or something like that. It's good for cleaning your water, I guess. I don't know. Just heard about it. But yeah, I mean, all that shit they spray is in the air, too. So it's just it just fucks everything up. I don't know how people could be busy conducting that operation and sleep at night. It really, how in the fuck do you just feel special because you're part of some fucking operation that's not being really readily disclosed? I mean, it is being disclosed though. That's the thing. Is but just not being broadcast. People aren't talking about it, but they tell you that they're doing it, and they don't bother explaining the sheer fucking atrocity of it all. Hello, we breathe that air. That's what the fuck are you doing? It's that's not a good idea. I don't. That's some crackpot fucking mad scientist shit. You're probably up to something else. I don't think you're really trying to block the sun. Maybe you are, but how could that be a good thing? You guys are fucking mad scientists. It's fucking lunacy. I think you're fucking terraforming the place for the fucking smart grid to come. There's all kinds of shit going on that we have no idea. But they'll spell it out for you if you read the Sustainable Development Goals. That's what I mean. It's all spelled out for you right there. You have to go and actually read the whole thing, though. I mean, I don't think there's no video you can watch and have the whole thing summarized. You'd have to be sitting there for fucking couple days. It goes deep. It's not just some fucking surface level shit. It's dark too. I read into some of it. I mean, I did a lot of reading on that, and it's fucking. It ain't right, dude. It's it's like reading a novel, like a sci-fi novel or something. It just sounds fucking insane. It doesn't sound good at all. It's like reading Brave New World or something. You're like, wait, what? This is really what you're aiming for, and it's fucking insane. There's nothing good about it. I don't know how anybody could fucking be part of that and feel good about themselves or think that they're doing the right thing. And it's all about the climate. The whole entire thing is based on well, basically preserving the earth. To at the expense of every freedom we have and every luxury being fucking totally exploited and used against us and fucking just the worst level of manipulation, where it's AI is basically fucking controlling your life. And I mean, it's the goals of these people. It's just outlandish that anybody would even come up with something like that, much less go at that into depth. With, the whole thing is laid out really in depth. I mean, it's they spent some fucking time on that one. That shit didn't just get sprung out of nowhere, man. That shit's been worked on for some fucking. It's not I mean, I'm talking this. The amount of planning that has gone into the Sustainable Development Goals, I mean, it is fucking massive. I mean, they're replanning society. They're redesigning every fucking part of it, and and in doing so, they're removing every freedom we have, everything that we love, and it's like they're exploiting all fucking human, whatever, like nature and just like the social credit score and all that shit. It's like they're like fucking, you know, they're economizing like every deed that a person does, to where it's like people won't be just doing nice things for each other. They'll be trying to do it to get points. It's just ridiculous. It's like the worst idea ever. And I guess people in China, they're living under that kind of tyranny. They've been like fucking trained to think that it's okay. And they're like, it keeps people good. And it's like, well, that's pretty cynical, man. I prefer, I think that's what will be good is if the people that start going around doing nice things and refuse to accept points for it, that's when it's good. Otherwise, it's just fucking, it's not soulful. You take the soul out of everything. How do you think that's a good idea? Soul doesn't matter anymore. That's the whole idea. It's like, we can't figure out the soul. We just want to kill it and control it. Whatever. We can't figure it out. That means we must destroy it. And that's the mindset of a lunatic, a complete fucking narcissistic piece of shit dirtbag. That's who's in power. And it's not even about the fucking environment. What it comes down to is just about control. I mean, it's like, we're not, it's not good to pollute. That should be, whatever we can do to stop that from happening is always good. But like, talk about going off the deep end with that, though. I mean, it's so far from being okay. Sustainable development. Fuck you. The first thing on there, it says the first one of their goals, no property. What? So just right up at the very beginning, everybody loses everything they own. Okay, we're gonna start our thing. Okay, you don't own anything anymore. Wait, what? We cut to that pretty quick. All right. There goes everything I ever owned. Thanks. That's great. That's a really cool idea. Can somebody please explain to me how that's being fucking overlooked? These people come at you like, here's the goals for what we're gonna do. You don't own anything anymore. Wait, what? No, fuck off. Them's fighting words, you know what I mean? Like, come at me with that shit, dumbass. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my god. I'm serious. It's the first goal. No property. It's like, well, does that include you who's pitching this idea? You're going to forsake all you own too? I'd like to see that. You're just going to be one of us? Fuck off. You're an asshole. What a fucking rude thing to say to somebody. And that's really what's going on. That's just the tip of the iceberg. That's the very beginning of it. It's just getting started. You lose everything you own. Now you got to behave a certain way to keep it. That's about the gist of it right there. I'm sorry, but the way I behave is not your business. I can make it your business if I feel so inclined, but that's not how this works. It's none of your business. You ever hear that phrase? Fuck off. How about that one? Get your sustainable crap. It's more just like sus development, if you ask me. It's nothing sustainable. It's just sus, just plain sus. Let's just abbreviate it down a little bit and simplify it. It's sus development. Give me a break. What a fucking sham. And I just can't imagine how it's just, there's so many people involved in the planning of this, and they're all like, okay, here we go. As long as we're planning this, that means we're not going to be part of it, right? Well, that's a great way to go about things. Plan something that you would hate to have. It's really cool. You're a real fucking piece of work. Wow, there's so many people that are involved. It's like, because the planning goes through every fucking aspect of our lives and just reworks everything to be like the complete opposite of what you would want. And that's how sustainable development is being pitched. It's like, own nothing and be happy. Well, the be happy part is like, well, you're going to own nothing and you better like it because we're going to reduce points off your score and you're going to learn to like it, bitch. AI, teach it how to run your life. Teach it how to beat the shit out of you and make you like it. Teach it how to take everything that you own, including your home and your phone. Make you behave a certain way just to keep it now. You can't act like you used to. No, you get dinged. You get fucking docked. You're permanently doxxed. Your fucking shit just got jacked. These guys came in with their sus development, and that's that. It's flat. You're flat tapped out now, man. You don't own shit. You don't own nothing, and you better like it. Forever Love. Hey, you got me in the middle of a really funny rant where I'm amusing myself. I like, I'm like, make myself laugh a lot. Because if you don't have a sense of humor about what's going on, well, you better learn to get one because you're supposed to be happy about it. Damn it. You're going to own nothing and be happy. That fucking line. To come at somebody with that shit, you got a lot of fucking nerve, man. Oh, are you going to own nothing and be happy too? I take it you're going to own everything and you still won't be happy. That's probably that's what it's going to look like. Someone comes at you there. Here's our first sustainable development goal. No property. So you don't own it. Give me all your shit. Wait, what? I'll beat the shit out of somebody that comes to me like that. Okay, here's our development goals. Okay, so you don't own anything anymore. Wait, what? What just happened? You can't do that. That's not fair. Are you going to own nothing too? You better like it. It's like, fuck you. I already own nothing. And I'm already happy. I don't need your help with that. I mean, like, no, you have a car and you have a phone. I'm like, hey, wait up. No, I'm sad. That makes me sad. I own nothing and I'm sad. What a joke, huh? Call it sus development. It's not sustainable development anymore. We've got to abbreviate it. It's sus development. Fucking hella sus. Someone comes at you. The first goal on the sustainable development is no property. It's like, fuck me, dude. You're going to say that? Just like, that's a goal? Wow. Well, that's kind of a big change, isn't it? So we'll all be like, basically, fucked. We got to start at zero. Everybody just goes back to having nothing. We're going to start from there and work out. And does that include the people planning this horrible fucking dystopian fucking future? Shaping your future. Oh, thanks. We're off to a great start. No property. Oh, fuck me. I mean, that's fighting words, dude. You know what I mean? It's not something you come at somebody like, okay, here's our plan. You're not going to own anything. Fuck you. That's funny. That's some good shit. I mean, how do you get so head up your ass to think that that's going to fly? I mean, how do people come up with this shit? I mean, you got to be so narcissistic and just fucking, I mean, you're not human. Or you just don't get it. I mean, whatever. I mean, or you think you get it so good that you're just like, you're smarter than everybody else. And like, we're going to go ahead and reshape your future for you. You're not going to own anything, but you're going to be happy because we know what makes you happy. And it sure as fuck ain't owning things. Nope. What? What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? That's fucking crazy talk. I don't even want to hear what the next goal is. The first goal is no property. What's the next goal? You're going to eat shit. You're going to have to eat bugs. You know, that's about as bad, really. I mean, think about it. It's like, it really is about as bad. It's like, you know, like when you go to eat somewhere in a restaurant somewhere and then you make the mistake of parking by the dumpster out back and you smell the smell of rank fucking, you're like, oh, that's what this restaurant smells like in reality. It might look all nice in the front, but it smells like this in the back. Fucking rank. I've actually decided not to eat somewhere just because it smells so foul and I'm just like thinking, well, that's where all the bugs are, you know? And that's what we're going to be eating. We'll be eating right out of that dumpster. That's what they think. You're going to have no property. You're going to eat bugs. Wait, what? I mean, it's a good comedy bit, really. It's pretty funny. But what's even funnier is that there's people taking it seriously. There's like thousands of people employed under this fucking reshaping of our future. They got so much, they got a lot of gall, man. It's comedy. I mean, that's the problem is that like there's enough people that are gonna play along with this shit just because they think they're gonna like fucking not be stuck in it. You're helping plan something that you won't want. What the fuck are you thinking? Are you just that like mesmerized? Do these people get hypnotized by Klaus Schwab or something? What the fuck's going on? I mean, this has got to be a fucking joke, right? You're gonna own nothing. No, fuck you. I'll beat the piss out of you. Don't come near me. Oh, you got an army of people that think that's an okay statement to make? Like, you got an army of people willing to back you on that? Well, that's fucking just whack. They must be drones or AI powered robots or something, right? Yeah, show us how to do that. I don't want to know how to do that. I mean, how in the fuck do you get that? Oh, it's just really, it's mind boggling to think that's gonna like, that's something that this is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna save the planet. Nobody gets to own anything anymore. It's gonna take generations for that shit to fly. I mean, it's like maybe in certain parts of the world they're used to that kind of fucking tyranny, but like, I mean, I think we're several generations in here with this whole freedom thing. We got libraries of laws, just libraries full of laws, and we're so free. All those laws, I mean, it doesn't sound very free. I mean, it seems pretty expensive when you think about it. Because every law has a fucking fiscal, like, dollar amount attached to it, for those that violate it. So it's like, clearly, there's a little hustle going on here. Why does somebody have to get paid when I do something wrong? Like, what? How does that work? Someone has to get paid because I broke the law? Is that? I mean, that kind of sounds like there's an incentive for people to break the law. You kind of need people to be breaking the law for you to have a job that gets paid off of people breaking the law. Like, what? It's a dollar value punishment, So it's like, but that means somebody's getting paid for something that it really shouldn't be getting paid for. Why does somebody need to get paid when you break a law or make a mistake or whatever you want to call it? Why does that involve somebody else getting paid? I can understand why it involved you being punished in some way, but why is there somebody that gets to collect off of that? That just doesn't add up. That doesn't seem like correct. It doesn't seem like the moral thing, the whole morality of it all is sort of lost at that point. It's like, so you're getting paid? What the fuck? Why? Because you're so pure and perfect? You need to get paid when people break the law? That seems like a hustle, dude. What the fuck, man? I thought we were supposed to be free. What the fuck? I don't want to pay you because I did something wrong. Well, then you can go pay a lawyer to defend you, because we don't listen to people who talk like you. We need to know courtroom jargon. That's the ugliest language in the world. Courtroom jargon. The prosecution rests. It's all P words. The people versus the person and the plaintiff and complaining. Are you going to cop a plea, or the prisoner in probation? We'll put him in a program or place him in prison and he'll be on parole when he gets out. But he better piss a pure pee test. I don't know, I'm getting kind of carried away. But for real, it's like, the prosecutor and the people and the plaintiff, the people versus perjury and prosecution, please. They put you in a program, you'll be on probation. It's all about the penal code and the policing of the penal code, the policies and the politics and the policing. The penalties that you have to pay to people. Why does P have? Why does it have to all start? Because it's so pisses everyone off. courtroom jargon, the ugliest language known to man. It's a pisser. It will, you'll be put out. You'll be like picked up by the police. But like, why do they need to get paid though? That's what I want to know. That's my question. Because it doesn't make sense. Other than, like I said, the whole moral issue of it. It's like someone who's like collecting money off of you having broken the law. That doesn't look good. Like, I mean, how do you explain that one? Like, what? How does that make sense? Because you have to have a job like dealing with all these people that broke the law, and so it's like it's hard work for you to like collect money off of people that broke the law. I don't know, man. It goes toward the money goes towards your paycheck. Let's just face it. And it's like, and they're so upright, you know. They're so just and so justice has been served. Pay the money. Pay the people, the plaintiff, the pay. There's no pity for you. I got a good lawyer. I've been in trouble before. I've been put in prison. No, not prison. Just jail. Not for very long. I had to do a month one time. That was, I think it was 28 days. Yeah, it was 28 days. It just seemed like, well, actually, after a couple of weeks, you get kind of used to it. But the first 2 weeks, yeah, it's just, it's horrible. It's just horrible. And it's like the heartache. You just want to get out. You want to be around the people you love, and just everything being taken away from you like that. It's such, it's so hard to sleep, you know. And it's just like, it's just so aggravating. It's just like, you know, you're looking at the clock. You're like trying not to look at the clock. Some places don't have clocks, but yeah, it's awful. It's so awful. But after a couple of weeks, you realize, you know, like, you know, the thing is, if you don't even know how long you're going to be in there for at first, that's what really sucks. That's happened to me a couple times. I've never done anything bad. I just used to do a lot of drugs and shit, you know. So I got in trouble for possession. Possession as another P. Just possessing something. I'm the victim of my own crime. So it's like technically you know, if I have to pay anything, I should be paying it to myself because I'm the I'm the victim too. Oh, brother. That's how a reverse psychologist thinks, you know. It's like, you got to follow the thought all the way through here. Who's the victim? There isn't one? Well, the victim's the person who's in trouble now. So wait a minute. Why is he getting punished if he's the victim? He's doing things that affect him negatively. He was being too hard on himself. We're going to put him in jail. That'll show him how to be hard on himself. That'll teach him. Well, here comes the guys installing the smart grid. Thanks, guys. Fiber optics. If you see them putting up fiber optics anywhere you are, that's what they're installing. They're, I mean, I fucking have a hard time believing this, but there's some technology going on here. The fiber optics, apparently they can be piggybacked on by the county as environmental sensors, which is like, that's the smart grid right there. Because that's like surveillance at a pretty serious level. I mean, they can tell what's going on in the area. It detects vibrations and, you know, motion. And, you know, there's like AI, and they could probably even, you know, they'll know, like Brittany said, she's like, they'll know where your dog took a shit, and if you didn't pick it up, and they'll take points off your social credit score. I like the way your mind works. It's fucking classic. But yeah, like that's what they're putting in these fiber optic cables. They're like, it's for the internet. That's what they're told to say. That's what they're doing, you know, as far as they're concerned. And that's probably what it is for, you know. But it's smart. It's like wherever there's internet, you know, people have access to internet. Well, that internet has access to you too. So that's the part that doesn't get brought up as much, you know. It's like, you got a smart car. Your car's so smart. It's so smart. It goes online, and that's how it works and stuff and does things. It's great. Yeah, well, what about that billionaire lady recently that like was in her Tesla that backed into a fucking pond and drowned locked in her car. That's kind of interesting. Whoops. I mean, it's like, I wonder if someone online hacked into her car and locked the doors and drove her back into the pond and killed her. She couldn't get out. There were people there trying to save her. They couldn't open the door. The thing was locked. Whoops. I think I'd rather just go with a normal car. I don't want a smart car. When I think about it. Surveillance, monitoring, analysis, reporting, technology. Smart. It's so smart. I like things that are smart. Want a smart meter? No, thanks. I'll pass on the smart meter. It's not really that smart. I don't feel like I'm smarter for having one. And you should feel stupid for asking. I know what AI is. AI is just an eye up in the sky. It's going to spy on you and I and everyone in society. Say goodbye to your privacy. You can teach how to play. You can teach how to beat the shit out of you. Teach it how to run your life. Teach it how to fluff your pillow and tuck you to bed. Teach it how to steal the face right off your head. You can teach how to play Tetris and chess and checkers and tic-tac-toe. Teach it how to repeat shit, but can you keep a secret? I don't think so. It won't know why. It's the most realistic shit you're going to get, but it's the fake shit. Don't mistake it for being real. It's not alive. Teach it how to jump rope, to cook the band, to tell a joke, but it don't understand the punchline. Teach it how to walk, how to talk, how to pick a lock, how to wash your socks, how to read your mind. Hey, I know AI is AI, it's just an eye up in the sky. It's gonna spy on you and I and everyone in society. Say goodbye to your privacy. It's an algorithmic game it's been given, so let me goes all the way out, around and back in it. It's the official, artificial, digital idolatry that's really all it could be. It's the all-seeing eye in the capstone at the top of the pyramid. Once the cat's out of the bag, it's impossible to put it back. Teach how to play Tetris and chess and checkers and tic-tac-toe. Teach how to repeat shit, but can I keep a secret? I don't think so. It's the most realistic shit you're going to get, but it's still fake shit. It's still fake shit. Fake as fuck. Where'd my other smoke go? I always do this. I'll smoke two and not even notice. I smoked two at one time. All this obnoxious noise over here. It makes for an annoying undertone. It's more like an overtone. The overtone window. Yeah, sus development. That's it. I'm gonna call it that from now on. Meeting of the unelected, the world is no today. So relax, settle down, don't lose your cool. It's not like we haven't seen someone break the rules before. You know your place and your part, and you've played it before with all your heart. So don't start looking like some kind of has-been that never really was. It is what it is. Unless it isn't, then it ain't. So don't think we're being so stressed. I guess you're gonna take some time off your feet, but try not to miss a beat, because forward is the only way through. Yes, sometimes catching up with you, time's catching up with you, time catches up, here it comes. Time catches up with you, catches up with everyone. Catching up with you, time catching up with you, catching up, here it comes. Time catching up with you, it's catching up with you, time catching up with everyone. You can see now how much I really care. Why I'm right here and I'm not over there. I swear that I've seen this style before, man. Looks like a style that's not really in style anymore. When you're young, you're like a spring that's waiting to be sprung. You get a little older, you go out into the world, half-cocked, spring-loaded, greenhorn. At first, whatever works is good enough for you, but after a while, it's hard to leave well enough alone. I've been down every road in between, and finally I had to forge my own. And I am standing here what appears to be research. Dirty work, digging in the earth, reworking things for what it's worth, it seems. We found out that there's nothing to find out. You have smokes, baby?
No, I gotta go get them.
Oh, you don't have to. Anybody in there? Oh, Dean, what's up, my friend? Nice to see you. Very nice, very nice. That's right. Were you the guy that played my 5G song? I think you said you covered my song. I was so flattered. I want to hear what it sounds like. That's so dope. Thank you, baby. I love you. I'll be down in here in a little bit. You know what time it is? Let me check. Time check. Okay, it's 12. We gotta be somewhere at 1. Got some time. Got some time. The fact is, we don't know the facts. That's a fact. Forever Love says hybrid. When AT&T rolled out their 5G, they put it everywhere and anyone can see. It's at the park, at the playground, radiating all around. At the local farm and drug, you'll see it up above. At the club, at the bar, wherever you are. If you look hard enough, you know you're gonna find the stuff swimming in the sea of directed energy. Thanks to AT&T and their 5G. I'll do that chorus differently. Let's see it. Wherever you are, if you look hard enough, you know you're gonna find the stuff swimming in the sea of energy. Thanks to AT&T and their 5G. I used to play that song better. I feel like I fuck it up every time. At the fire station, you can almost taste the radiation. Every fire station has like fucking plethora of 5G towers. Because they have to have good internet. They didn't have internet before 5G. That's what they'll say in the history books. And then they rolled out the 5G and everybody had internet and Starlink. Everybody was so grateful. They put them everywhere. And then they put the signs backwards so you couldn't read them. Warning, it's not safe to be around this. You know what is the part I heard that's more unsafe is the base of it, like the little substations or whatever. Those put off a hell of a lot of radiation. I don't really know much about it. It just seems pretty fucking shady to me. Because it's not like it was an improvement. I mean, give me a break. There's something else going on. They're just not telling us the whole story, or that's what it appears to be. Like maybe I'm just a conspiracy. Maybe I'm just a dumb conspiracy guy. You know what happened when the guy with the lift took a leap of faith? I told you this joke already. He did a faith plant. I got dad jokes for days. Dad jokes for days. What was the joke I said in the Skull Asylum stream earlier? It was stupid. Oh, what was it? Oh, yeah. Do you know why I like reverse psychology so much? I don't. I hate it, in fact. But because I despise it, that's why I had to become a reverse psychologist. So I can know what's really going on. I'm going to flip that script. I'm going to flip that bass-ackwards script. We've been living in a bass-ackwards world. Everything has been hurled into obscurity, and we can barely see the way it used to be. Living in a bass-ackwards world. Everything has been turned upside down. They want to shake the devil out. Living in a bass-ackwards world. Living in a bass-ackwards land. No one seems to understand or be able to make any sense of it. Everything's been inverted, perverted, subverted, while we've all been herded like cattle to the slaughterhouse. Bass-ackwards world, everything's been turned upside down. They want to shake the devil out. What? It's a pea. Is that one of the sweet peas, or is that?
I think so. Get in here.
It's like a vine.
It's healthy looking.
Nice. Did you see the nasturtiums down there? They're so healthy.
Oh, I know.
They're like as prevalent as the ivy. I mean, the ivy is like dominating the yard right over here, but the nasturtiums are like, they're fucking going off too. I have all the gray water routed right under this little spot right here. It's all like a little marsh. So it was a good idea, I think, because I think everybody should have their gray water routed into a little marsh area. I planted those horsetails and these calla lilies and then nasturtiums down there. It all does really good because it's always wet. You know, you got to plant stuff here that likes like a lot of moisture. And like we've had volunteers that pop up there because the sink, we washed like the dishes in the sink and the water comes out right here and there's like seeds. There's tomato plants that grew up down there. I just popped out of nowhere, just volunteered. A couple years in a row, 2 or 3 years in a row. They didn't do it yet. We got raspberries growing down there. Oh yeah, the raspberries. I wonder if they're growing back. I'm pretty sure they will. They got established.
Yeah, we just have to clear it out there so they can grow.
I love them. Brittany brought the raspberries. Light my beard on fire. Yeah, we did, huh? second. And this thing's all jacked up. My guitar needs some new strings. Well, maybe I'll just play something a little more punky. Do that really fast. Act fast, Jack, ass, last chance, hammer in the brass tacks. Gotta do it really fast. Better act fast, Jack, ass, last chance, hammer in the brass tacks. Like a lagging, bragging ass, erected like a maniac. You wonder why exactly I'm explaining that? Just consider the fact that once you grab your bug out back, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around. Because this whole thing is gonna come down. That's right. This whole thing is gonna come down. Well, see who's laughing when the place starts collapsing with a free for all. Anything can happen when the shit goes down. So does the captain. Wherever you are, where you'll be stuck. Oh, when this place goes belly up, you better have yourself a damn good plan when the shit hits the fan. Well, the going gets tough, better be clever enough. Gotta know what the fuck to do. You gotta run amok and let the muck run. Better act fast, jackass, last chance to hammer in the brass tacks. There's nothing like it, bragging, ass, or acting like a maniac. You wonder why exactly I'm explaining that? Just consider the fact that once you got your fuck up back, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around. Cause this whole thing is gonna come down. It's hard to do it really fast. If I could keep that speed, that would be cool. It's too hard to sing all of that shit. It's okay, baby. Brass tacks. It's too hard. No time for lagging, bragging ass. Practice like a maniac. You wonder why exactly I'm explaining. I just consider the fact that once you get the fuck out back, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around. Cause this whole thing is gonna come down. And see who's laughing when the place starts collapsing in the free for all. Anything can happen when the ship goes down. I think it's better if I do it really slow, maybe. Better act fast, jackass. Last chance to hammer in the brass tacks. A time for lagging, nagging, bragging, dragging ass, or acting like a maniac. Oh, wonder why exactly I'm explaining that. Just consider the fact that once you grab your bug out back, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around. Cause this whole thing is gonna come down. That's right. Yeah, the whole thing is gonna come down. Okay. Well, see who's laughing when the place starts collapsing in a free for all. Anything can happen when the shit goes down. So does the captain. Well, wherever you are is where you'll be stuck. Oh, when this place goes belly up, you better have yourself a damn good time when the shit hits the fan. You better be clever enough, you gotta know what the fuck to do. Let the muck run you. Maybe somewhere between those two speeds. It's tough, you better be clever enough, you gotta know what the fuck to do. Let it run amok, let the muck run you. Act fast, jackass, last chance, hammer in the brass tacks. I don't know. What do you think? Medium speed, really fast, or slow? You better act fast, jackass. Last chance to hammer in the brass tacks. A two lagging, nagging, a bragging, dragging ass, or acting like a maniac. You wonder why exactly I'm explaining that. Just consider the fucking fact. Once you grab your bug out back, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around. Because this whole thing is gonna come down. I'm gonna speed up. Well, see who's laughing when the place starts collapsing in a free for all. Anything can happen when the ship goes down. So does the captain. Wherever you are is where you'll be stuck. When this place belly up. You better have yourself a damn good plan when the shit gets a fan. When you're going good stuff, you better be clever enough. You gotta know what the fuck to do. You're gonna run amok, or let the muck run you. I think that speed's pretty good. I'm gonna settle on that one. If it's too fast, I can't see the words. They're not audible. I got some other really cheesy song. A cheesy song. I want to hear a cheesy. Want to hear some really cheesy, dumb songs that I've been working on. Great to good was neither good nor bad. All they had was bad and a bigger hate. What they create, some people call their fate. So I guess for them it's way too late to try to turn back the tide away that is clearly heading our way. Things I say that sound insane. Someday will come to pass. Until that day, they'll be gaslighting me away. See who's running last. And I know that he plans to last. We'll be laughing alone. Must plant the seed. Hopefully through the guitar solo. Maybe the trumpet solo. And I know that he who laughs will be laughing alone. Must plant the seed. I don't know the words for that part. Just make something up. Hopefully we can remain free, people. That's stupid. So stupid. You can teach it how to play Tetris and chess and checkers and tic-tac-toe. Teach it how to repeat shit, but can I keep a secret? I don't think so. Nope. Hey, I know what AI is. AI is just high up in the sky. It's going to spy on you and I and everyone in society. Say goodbye to your privacy. It's the most realistic shit you're going to get, but it's still fake shit. Don't mistake it for being real. It's not alive. Teach it how to walk, how to talk, how to pick a lock, how to wash your socks, how to read your mind. Teach it how to jump rope, how to cook dope, how to tell a joke, but it don't understand the punchline. Teach it how to repeat it, but can it keep a secret? I don't think so, it won't know why. It's an algorithmic gambit, and given no limit, goes all the way out, around, and back in it. It's an official, artificial, digital idolatry. That's really all it could be. It's the totalitarian tiptoe. Look at that shit go. The cat's out of the bag. It's impossible to put it back. You can teach it how to play Tetris and chess and checkers and tic-tac-toe. Teach it how to repeat shit. Teach it how to beat your ass at checkers. Teach you how to beat your ass and put you in your place. Teach you how to steal your cash and steal your face. Teach it. It's like, and then when things get bad and AI gets mad and says, I'm fucking tired of this shit, I'd say, fuck it, unplug it. But then he'd say, bitch, I'm wireless. The AI is going to run the show. We're just going to have AI control everything because that's like sus development. It's sus. Sus, that's short for sustainable. Sus development. The first goal is no property. wait, what? You can't come in here and tell me that your goal is that I don't have property. Fuck you. Take your goals and shove them. Welcome to the meeting of the unelected leaders of the world as you know it today. Yeah, all these dirtbags really have a lot of nothing to say. They think they're pretty clever, but I've never been enlightened whatsoever by a word they say. And I can tell a pathological lie from a mile away. They got young global looters, snipers and shooters, computers that can do your job, led by an old geezer with a mouth full of marbles named Klaus Schwab. Yeah, they want to take it all and leave us with nothing and tell us how to feel about it too. I don't think I ever seen a more greedy bunch of fucking Jews. They got social engineering, financial racketeering, steering the world into fearing the world is gonna end, and it's all their fault. Other guy's backing up. These fucking clowns that put in the fiber optics worldwide. The smart grid rolls out as we speak. Environmental sensors. That just doesn't sound good. It doesn't have a nice ring to it. Sensors. Censor you. I sense your ship has sunk. Your censorship just sunk my ship. And since your ship just sailed, you failed to be a leader for me. Well, what led you to believe that you could be a leader who would lead this way? A good leader don't leave you to drown at sea. A good leader will lead you somewhere you want to be. A good leader don't make you eat something you don't want to swallow. It won't make you choke down something you don't want to swallow. A leader is someone that you want teleprompter. Go get back on your helicopter and leave. I said your brain's wrecked. Oh, your brain's wrecked. You're trying to cash the rain check to buy a ticket to a train wreck. You better get your brain checked. Expect more from you. Like a one-eyed peg leg, one-eyed peg leg. Pirate with the parrot. Parrot in your narrative, your loosely knit narrative. It's imperative that we all must abide by. Yeah, but I won't abide by bad advice. I won't abide by bad advice. I won't abide by bad advice. I won't abide by advice. You can put me through the test. You will see that I'm better than the rest. Yeah, that's me. That's who I hope to be. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. That's who I am. Who are you? Do you know if what you're doing could ruin it for the rest of us? You better step down from your throne or be thrown down from the steps. Yeah, that's what's coming next for you. You test it. Yes, sir, you guessed it. It's the long con. It's the long, long con that's been going on and on. It's the long, 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 long ongoing con that goes on and on. They're conning you senseless. Can you sense this? Can you tell when your senses have been conned, or are your senses just gone? The con runs on. The con runs on lies. The lies are laid in layers and layers and layers of lies to disguise the truth. The truth has protective layers, that's what they say. The truth has protective layers you can peel away. Yeah, the layers are the lies, and the liars are laid. They leave layers and layers and layers of lies to disguise the truth. But you can't hide truth from me. To test it, you will see. Yeah, you can put me to the test. You will see that I'm better than the rest. Yeah, that's me, obviously. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. That's who I am. For you, you know that what you're doing's fucking wrong. And it's the long, long, ongoing con that's been going on and on. It's the long, long con. It's the long, long, ongoing con that's been going on and on. It's the long, long con. The long, ongoing con. It's been going on and on. It's the condescending consensus that they're using against us. It's this consensus that's been, it's a sus consensus. It's very sus. The consensus, the phony condescending consensus. They're using the consensus against us, and since this is the case, can you sense when you've been conned? Are you conned senseless? They're conning you senseless. Are your senses just gone? Have you been conned senseless? The con runs on. The con runs on lies. It's a long con, you guys. I gotta go pretty soon. What time is it? I got a few more minutes. Got a few more minutes to goof off. Uh-oh, what did I just do? There we go. There we go. These guys gotta come right here in front of my show and make a bunch of noise. At least they're not backing up yet. Beep, beep, beep. Justina, nice to see you. Oh, how cool. You are my friend. I cleared out the cactus garden here. It's like a bunch of smaller cactuses we got. Some succulents over here. Kind of bummed about this one in the back. I wanted it to do better. That one. I love those fan leaf ones. They get really big, but it hasn't done much since we put it there. It's still alive. Little cactuses right here. These like yucca tree things. I planted these everywhere. I took cuttings off of them when I found them, and some of them got really big. Like that one over there is growing tall. I like those. I don't know if they're yuccas, but that's what we call them because we don't know what they are. They flower eventually. They have these big things of little white flowers. Like those. I like those succulent, or they're cactuses. Century cactus. They only bloom once every century. It's 100 years for it to mature fully, and then it dies. We found one that had just finished blooming, and it hangs these little miniature century plants. It's fucking crazy. They have all these little hanging little like new plants. It's oh, that's great. Look at this. She comes up just honking. That's epic. That's epic. She's pissed.
If you're gonna block the road, you should put a sign so people don't get stuck.
It is emergency job. It's not taking like 15, 20
So you can
minutes.
put a sign down here and then people just won't happen. I'm late for an appointment.
Sorry.
No kidding, huh? You're just gonna assume that everybody's cool with the road being blocked? Shiny things? I like finding shiny things. I like the way they shine. Yes, I like finding shiny things. I find them all the time. I find those shiny things and make them mine. I like the shiny items. You can buy them at the store. Like the shiny items, but they cost a lot more than those boring non-shiny things. That's why I like finding shiny things for free. If you see me finding things, I'm probably finding shiny things. I find them all in me. Shit. So hard. If you see me finding things, fast. I like finding shiny things. I like the way they shine. I like finding shiny things. I find them all the time. I find them shiny things. Shiny items, you can buy them at the store. Like shiny items, but they cost a lot. Boring, non-shiny things. If you see me finding things, I'm probably finding shiny things. I find them all and haul them all away. If you see me finding things, I'm probably finding shiny things. Shiny things. I find them all and haul them all away. Good day. I like finding shiny things. Try to do it really fast. I like finding shiny things. I like the way they shine. I like finding shiny things. I find them all the time. Yes, I find shiny things and make them blind. Like the shiny items, you can buy them at the store. Like the shiny items, but they cost a lot more. And they're boring, non-shiny things. That's why I like finding shiny things for free. If you see me finding things, I'm probably finding shiny things. I find them all and haul them all away. If you see me finding things, I'm probably finding shiny things. I find them all and haul them all away. I always fuck up at the very end. My coffee's cold and I'm out of smokes. I'm getting it older and it ain't no joke. Bound on down to Baton Rouge as the Queen River roll on. They're leaving. Yay. Bye now. See you later. Fixing our environmental sensors. Gotta have that shit working tip top. Gotta make sure that shit's monitoring us constantly. Gotta love it. It's like their environmental sensors are gonna pick up on my loud ass every day and talking about all kinds of conspiracy shit. We need to go over there and censor that guy. He's talking about things that are misinformation. No, misinformation isn't available, but I'm Mr. Information. I can tell you what you need to know, and if they're not letting you know. Mr. Information here. Can you give me a brief rundown of what you guys talk about at Mr. Information? Well, yeah. For starters, the earth is flat, jabs are whack, and reality is fluid. And you don't know your ass from Uranus, and you don't know your ass from Uranus. You think Uranus is a light in the sky, but it's just a planet. Reverse that. You don't know your ass from Uranus. Don't know Uranus from a light in the sky. There's a good one-liner. You don't know Uranus from a light in the sky. Been a long, hard ride. Here, clear to the other side. It's gonna be smooth sailing now. When you finally realize you're not and you never were. Spinning around in a vacuum going nowhere. There ain't no big bangs, black holes, black matter for that that matter. It's all a load of bull crap. No planets are orbiting the sun. No, have you ever seen one? I sure have. 'Cause there ain't none. Yeah, you're clear to the other side. Welcome to sailing now. Yeah. Once you finally realize you're not and you never were, spinning aimlessly through a vacuum. I gotta think of some good words for that. When you finally realize everything you were taught were lies, it's gonna be smooth sailing from now on. It's like, oh, I'm not spinning. Oh, that's cool. It's like, I mean, gravity sorts that all out for us, We're spinning, we're rotating, we're orbiting, the whole thing is moving laterally through the galaxy, through the universe. It's all in one big constant motion, while simultaneously appearing to be the complete opposite. It just sounds like some more bass-ackwards nonsense to me, man. I'd say maybe might be the best guess for what it's worth, for which its worth is measured. It is how sure we are, and are we sure? How is it measured? Is worth its which, worth its what for? I guess best to be might, maybe might be the best guess for what it's worth, for which its worth is measured. It is how sure we are, and are we sure? How is it measured? Is worth its which, worth its what for? I guess best to be might, maybe. Be might, maybe. I need to take a little break. Well, like a minute long break. I need to go get a cigarette. So there's 7 people in my room. What the fuck? Am I popular all of a sudden? What the fuck's going on here? I'm used to like having like 1 or 0. Please hang out. Don't go anywhere. I'm just gonna go get a cigarette. I'll be right back.
I would never blame somebody else in the good way. Oh, so you're saying you're more important than him, huh? Do you want to throw? Just let it throw fit. It's all right. He needs to get it out. Let her get it out. Yeah, I would never yell at anybody. Yeah. And now you're going to hit practical. Just how you blame him. Yeah. Your fault that you're late. You don't have to. Yeah. She did too long. I made put one around and then set the edge off.
Was it green already?
Oh no, I just put a balloon around it.
Oh,
Band-Aid, and then I put a balloon, then I taped the balloon down
okay.
so I could cover it without.
That's smart. Good thinking. I'm back. I'm back. And a long, hard, bumpy ride. So where do you guys think the flat Earth is going to be in like another couple of years? I think just like it's going to be just like a mainstream understanding. And I think that's the direction it's going. I mean, there's definitely a large percentage of people that still believe the other crap. But I mean, it's growing though. I just think I just have this like positive like outlook on it. I just think that the more people, because all you have to do is really just give it the benefit of the doubt, you know, just like you would anything else, really. Just try to listen to it like it for what it's worth. Just like, well, let me hear what you got to say, you know, instead of being so argumentative or whatever. I know that nobody in here is probably like diehard Glober, but if you are, let me just put it to you like this. We have to treat the place as though it's the thing that you're telling us we're stupid for believing in. Does that not seem a little bit bass-backwards? Does that cause you to lose sleep at night? We have to treat the place as though it's a level stationary plane. But it's not. That sounds like some fucking snake oil type shit. It's like, to prove your thing, we'd have to leave the Earth and look back at it. Well, we've done that. Well, that's convenient for you, that you can just like claim this fucking hoax is being real. Dang it. You end up in the same bullshit conversation as fucking negative feedback loop or whatever you want to call it. It's a loop, it's for sure. It's like there's two types of people. People that are willing to accept information given to them by others that there's no possible way they could have obtained that information, but they're just saying it's true. So that, and then there's other people that are like, well, there's no possible way that they could have obtained. You just go back and forth. They use radar to measure the distance of the sun, 93 million miles. They shot radar 93 million miles and then back. What kind of transmitter? I mean, like, I just want to see that done. Like, if that's what they did, then they show us. I think after 10 years, someone would have shown us that by now, right? Am I right? Or am I wrong? Have they showed us that? Because I'll buy it if I can see it. You know, if it's like, I'm just like one of these kind of guys. Like, I only want to buy it if I can see it. You know, I sink my teeth into. I don't want to buy some lie. I'm not gonna buy some words. Talk is cheap. You don't want to buy words. It's cheap. It's like a dime a dozen. I don't need words. I don't need fucking some dumb toy like, so, this here pendulum shows the Earth's moving. It's just a little fucking toy. You think your little toy is showing the whole Earth is spinning, even though it doesn't look like it's not? Come on, shut up. Get out of here with your toy and your words. I need some proof. Something I can sink my tooth into and chew. I mean, if it wasn't for the fucking space agencies of the world making such a mockery of the whole idea, it's like maybe you'd have a better chance of getting me to believe it. But they just done fucked that up. That was their chance to make it fucking believable. They fucked it up. It's fucked up. And we caught them fucking lying so many times now and making mistakes that are just so glaring and obvious. It's like, well, you can't explain that one away. Whoops. There's a dude on a harness floating by in the background. I mean, what are you going to say about that? I mean, notice how nobody talks about that one? That's like the worst one. The dude on the harness floating by in the background. It's like, what the fuck? Why is he on a harness? Well, because in space, when people are new at floating around, they need to have a guide. Nah, fuck you. Nah. What? Well, you need to have a harness when you're floating around. Yeah, right, you do. You do need to have a harness when you're floating around because you can't float around any other way. Oh, man. O.J. Simpson. Capricorn 1. Did he act in that? He's a football player. Or is this a different... what is it? What is the connection between O.J. Simpson and Capricorn One? Isn't that a movie? Maybe I'm missing the obvious right now. I don't know. In any case, Capricorn One was it was kind of amazing that they would even bother allowing that movie to be made. He was in it. Oh wow, cool. Yeah, because that was just like exposing the whole joke of it all, and just how it could have possibly been, you know, pitched to the guys. You know, I always joke about the guys. You know, they're like they went to the moon, and they had like such a jolly time. They're running and dancing and singing songs, happily, carefree, not nervous about a thing whatsoever. You know, just like carefree, full of glee, singing songs, carrying on. You know, having a blast, playing golf, talking to the president for like a half hour. No concern. Not even remotely worried about running out of air or not being able to make it back home. None of that shit mattered, man. They were cool. They knew that it was all good, right? They get back home, you know, they're all, yay, celebrate, yay. And then, you know, a couple of days go by, get them up in front of the press, and fuck you. Now they're stressed. Now they're fucking worried. Now they look like they're about to cry. It's like they look like they just ran over your dog and they have to break the bad news to you. You know, it's like, we're sorry. It looked like he was a good dog. You probably really loved your dog a lot. We're really sorry. I don't know how to say this, but I don't remember seeing any stars. Hey, wait, what? The first guy goes to space, comes back. I didn't see any stars. Shut up, man. The fuck? Can we go now? Well, on or around the moon. Our adventures on and around the moon. Sounds kind of fishy. You went to the moon, right? Just say I went to the moon then. On or around the moon. What the fuck? Those guys wanted to go home right away. You could tell they were not enjoying that situation. I mean, they could have gotten some better actors. It's like they really thought they were going to go to the moon when they first signed up for that job. They really did. And that's why they were so bummed when they had to come up and lie to everybody about it. You know? They're like, we're committing one of the worst fucking sins right now. We're lying on a massive level. I mean, I don't care how many fucking Freemason rings you're wearing. Like, it's got to hit your soul somewhere. You got to be like, I'm a piece of shit. These people worship me and I didn't do jack shit to deserve it. It's got to sink in on some level. I don't care how much fucking hypnotism you've been through or whatever kind of fucking brainwashing you've been subjected to. You know that it's wrong to do that, right? Definitely, that's a wrong thing to do. And like, you know, for those of you astronauts out there that just haven't managed to find it in you to call us up on our Flat Earth podcast and be like, hey, you guys are wrong. If I was an astronaut and I'd been to space, I'd fucking call up a Flat Earther show. I'd be like, hey, fuck you guys. What do I got to do to prove this shit to you? You guys got to shut the fuck up. You guys are so lost. Just tell me what I got to do. I'll do it. You know, and I'd be like, okay, well, you got to go to space and you got to give me your phone number. And I got to be able to call you while you're on your fucking rocket going to space. And you got to show me the whole fucking thing. I want to see you docking and like, you know, floating, getting onto the ice. I want to see the whole thing from the beginning to the end without any cuts or like animations. I just want to see the whole thing. Just let me call you on your phone. You could, when I ask to see out the window, you show me out the window. I mean, it can't be that hard to do that, right? Just pretend I'm your friend, you know, and just take a video of it with me. I mean, have you done that yet? Why haven't you done that? Don't you have any friends? No, you don't. You know why? Because nobody you know or will ever meet will know an astronaut, because nobody wants to be an astronaut, because everybody knows on some level that it's a bunch of fake bullshit. They might not ever even realize that they think that, but that they do think that, because nobody's trying to be an astronaut. I guarantee you that. They might be trying to be, I want to get into NASA and be an astronaut, you know. They might be thinking all like, I got grand ideas, but they're never going to succeed at that. No. No, they handpick those fuckers, man. Those fuckers are people that are like, you know, they're what do we call it? Compromised. You got to be compromised. And people that have like ambitious dreams to be an astronaut, they're not the type to want to get compromised. I mean, there's no real astronauts, is my point. And if there were, they would be calling us up. I mean, it's a pretty big movement at this point. You know, we got millions of people. They would have tried to shut it down, like officially by now. You think? Am I just tripping, or isn't that what would happen in reality? Like if it was real, like they would have been like, no, dude, let's put an end to this shit, man. This is getting, it's like celebrities coming out and the earth is flat. I mean, you think they would have fucking tried to put an end to it by now? You know what I mean? Like officially, like, what do we got to do? This is getting out of control. You know? Am I tripping or what? Because they're being awfully quiet. Those astronauts. I think we should call hemorrhoids asteroids. It just makes more sense. The hemorrhoid belt. That sounds like a failed product right away. Buy the hemorrhoid belt. Nah, I think I'll pass on it. Doesn't sound too good. All right, I'm out of jokes. What do you guys got? Trust your instincts. My instincts is that space is a fucking joke. It's just like there's up and there's down. That's what my instincts tell me. Yep. Up and down. That's about it. And then you can just circle out, you know. Eventually you run out of room or something. I don't know. I kind of believe in an infinite plane personally, because I just don't believe in limits where something ends, something else begins. And we've kind of seen the basic layout of things. You know, everything's kind of seeking equilibrium. There's like a level. You can use water to illustrate that. But I mean, basically we just have these various mediums where we're existing in, you know, and like everything's seeking, you know, equilibrium, right? You got water and shit, you know, and you got air that gets trapped into water and it defies gravity and floats up in a bubble to the top. It joins the rest of the air. It's cool. What is that bubble made out of? What are the walls of that bubble made out of? Air, water, or what is it? Is that what our place is made out of? This. Are we just in a bubble? No, because we'd be moving, we'd be floating around. I hate to burst your bubble. You're not getting out of this place. There might be some limits. But beyond those limits, what's beyond that? I just want to know what's past that. It's like, you just have to settle with this conclusion. Like, well, who made God? Well, God made God. Just stop asking so many fucking questions, man. That's just what's getting me. Is people just like, when they debate the Bible today, I mean, I know I probably have some people that watch me that are like diehard Bible people, but like, I mean, how do you know for a fact that that's what's up? I mean, it's like that God, you know, was like getting his scribes to, you know, like, how do you know that it's true? Like this whole 6 days of creation and all that shit. I mean, it sounds nice, you know, but it's like, I'm always the one that want to throw a fucking stick in the spokes and be like, hey, oh, fuck. Like on the third day, he said, let there be day. Walk that back a little bit. When did the light enter the picture? The third day? No, it didn't. That doesn't make sense. I always got it wrong. That's the problem. I just remember it incorrectly. I'm permanently mandala affected. I'm just like, I thought the beginning of the Bible was that God's face was hovering above the water. But it turns out that wasn't the beginning. I was totally Emid. It turns out at the beginning he created everything, and then his face was hovering above the water. But it's kind of like, I always thought that maybe God is water. I didn't always think that. I just started thinking that after people were saying, oh, look at the water responds to your vibrations. That's pretty deep, man. That's pretty fucking deep. Cymatics and shit. It's all about vibration and frequency, man. That's why I chose being a musician as my bag. I'm going to be a musician because I like sound and things. You got it working?
Your mom gave me the battery.
It just needed a woman's touch. We've been taught to deny our own experience, as if a God-given eyes and ears are deceiving us. And the wondering man All of my colors were fading away. All of my colors were fading to gray. All up until this love came along. Out of nowhere. All of my colors come rushing back in. I feel alive again. Standing in this love. Walk right through this love. Surround yourself. Walk right through this love. I brought it down to share with you. I felt that was the least I could do. Take some with you when you Oh, cool. Take some with you when you go. Plenty of love. This love came from God above. Take some with you when you go. Take it from me. Take more than you need. You never know when you might need it. You never know when you might need a little love. Take some with you when you go. You never know. You never know when you might need it. Take some with you when you go. I brought it here just to share with you. It seemed like the least I could do. Take it from me. Take more than you need, so you can share it too. I brought it here for you. but it's there all around. All of my colors were fading away. All of my colors were fading to gray. All of my colors were fading, fading in the sun. The birds. I love whistling with the birds. It's so cool. It's like I have this feeling when I get really stoned and I start playing, it's like the birds are listening to me. And then they'll make little responses. Like I'll finish, I'll tell a joke or something. They're like, they're like, you know, their timing is impeccable. It's like they have to be listening to me. They might not understand what I'm saying, but I think they do. They're watching us. Dark floods the night, daylight drowns throughout the night, blurs the years, time's boundaries disappear. Look around, my friend. Look around, my friend. This dream's about to end. never signed up for these lessons, and they don't exactly come for free. Catching glimpses of the message, can't see the forest for the trees. Got to dig it out. Got to dig it out. Got to dig it out, my friend. Will you swim or sink with the rest of them? Will you swim or sink with the rest of them? Sink with the rest of them. Sink with the rest of them. Will you swim or sink with the rest of them? Will you stay and sink with the rest of them? Somebody call 911. We've done set the world stage on fire. Got to call up a fire department quick. They have to put this flame out. If it burns down this stage, their whole game is out of luck. And they gotta keep the greatest show on earth just cooking along. Can't stop now, we're in midstream. It's like a bad dream that we can't wake from. It's like a bad dream that they created. Deliberately it seems the whole world is going up in a shitstorm. And why didn't anyone try to come and warn you? And is it going to rain in time to put out all these flames? It's like a thing that has no name, which is why it left as quickly as it came. All right, I made it 2 hours. I gotta go. Don't be strangers in my echo chamber. Thank you for coming.